Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm on the FTOG Nuts and Bolts server, hanging out here at my base, and I got trees. We got the dark oak here. I love dark oak, especially the chests. Got some eucalyptus, two of them way back there. They were cool. I found some larch. I was so happy to find some saplings of larch and try them because birch and jungle, with the cocoa. I was really wanting to do something different than my normal thing, which is live out of boxes. Chests just sitting out in the open. I wanted a house. I wanted a house early on, and my typical style is wood and stone, but I wanted to go ahead and change that up and go modern this time, so that's why I wanted the larch, because I looked at the woods and I said, I like that color. So let's go take a look at the modern house reveal. Ta-da! There's my modern house. And I had fun setting this up and designing it and figuring out what to go where, and then monster proofing this thing. It was a blast. It was very strange. I spent a bunch of time looking online for videos and examples, what people did, and I liked this one. So this is the larch that I'm using, and let's go in here real quick. Oh yeah, more larch. But I decided I really wanted something that was other than your normal color here, and I wanted a green. I wanted a really nice green, but the green I was looking at would have taken like about 6 tree splicings down to breed the trees, and I said no, I'm too lazy. I don't want to do all that. So this color looks very nice. So anyway, this is the main room over here. We got the bedroom over here with a little bit of storage with nothing in it because I haven't moved hardly anything over. And I set up a couple of these little stands with trees in them because they look good. I'm thinking this would be a nice room for machinery or possibly storage. I think this might be storage for the get-go, just because there's a lot of good walls space here. So this is going to be storage room. I went ahead and moved over my bloomery. I have my furnace. I made an external heater. You can see it's got some power, and I also have this clockwork engine, so I can just sit there and right-click it, and that gets some energy stored into it. And then when it turns red, just stop. And so at that point, if there's need for it, it'll start pumping this into the external heater, which will then heat this up and cook stuff, which is very nice. Got a nice little walled off back garden here. I think it would be nice to have some chairs or some sort of things of hanging out here, maybe a barbecue pit. I think that would be really tasty. I moved all my cooking stuff into here, and I went ahead and made 4 fridges so I could sit there and stuff my food in here. And that way I can just come in here and figure out what I want. What I've been doing is trying to make the precursors of foods, like stock, because that's used in a bunch of other things, and grinding up a bunch of flour and whatnots. And then I don't think, this is where I had all my storage, and currently they don't have anything because I've been just shoving them into the fridge. But I think the non-perishables will go into here, and all of these things are accessible because they're all touching each other, and I like that. I like that a lot. And then all these tools are right here, and they show up nice up on top of that. Then, because I don't have any cool way of getting water, I went ahead and did a 2x2 water underneath here, so I can reach it with a bucket, fill it up, and it's underneath the wall, so I don't care. And then the bees keep flying in from the beehives over there. So the colors here is the chiseled stone. Well, chiseled, that's not chiseled, just regular marble that comes from astral sorcery, and there are all those temples you'll find scattered around the overworld, but also in the mining world. So I went ahead and grabbed that. And then basalt, I wanted something that was dark, but I didn't want wool because I don't have that much wool. I don't have that much black dye to make that either. But this is down deep right next to lava. And so I figured, okay, I'm wanting to get to obsidian, but I'm too tired and lazy to try to do anything else with that. And then the other color was the larch here. And I'm going with this being salmon colored, not pink. No, it's salmon. So I've got in my hand a laser gun, and I can go Padoom, and break blocks. Every block breaks at the same time, even the fast blocks, slow blocks, obsidian blocks. Oh yeah, this laser gun is fantastic for doing obsidian. And here, let's hit F7 to show dark spots. No dark spots. No torches. So yeah, I've got some lights up here in the ceiling, and these are the sea lanterns that, again, I snagged from the astral sorcery temples, and I would use my iron chisel, and I'm almost full. Here, let's show you the stuff I've got in here. So much chiseled bits here. I didn't realize I had that much marble. Oh, I know why. We'll get into that later. So I've been using this. This, you can see it says it's chiseled bits. That's because it's half height. Here, let's pew. You can see it's half height. That way I get twice as much of these sea lanterns, and so I wanted it that way. I didn't have very many when I began with. We've got some bank of lights around here because I figured machinery and stuff can go here. I'm thinking some other machinery I'm going to stick in this room just because. Let's see. So we showed off everything. Oh, again, talking no lights. Do you see any torches around? No torches. Instead, around here, yeah, right there, there's a chiseled wood. This, I went down like 5 planes, replaced it with a sea lantern, and then put a single layer of the larch wood back on top. Oh, you can actually see that a little bit in the little thumbnail there. You can see the wood on the top, sea lantern, and then regular wood. That's how I've been lighting everything here on the floor, occasionally with things up in the ceiling. Whoop, none of these. And let's go up. So this is the top floor, and I didn't want to have stairs, I didn't want to have ladders, and I had 2 ender pearls, so I said, okay, I'll make these. Not sure what to do over here yet. Maybe some other freestanding machines would be good. I like that bank of lights there. I've got a nice little balcony to look over my place. Got another little back balcony. Here's the only place where I have torches on the little slabs. That's the only place that you can see them. Everywhere else I did embedded embedded lights. There's one. This little porch area back here, I'm thinking this little grassy area, again, it needs something. I unfortunately, there's no bibliocraft or decocraft or something that would give me easy chairs. That would be nice. Got a guest bedroom up here, and they've got a porch. So it's all been loads of fun. And do I have any blocks on me? Do I have any blocks on me? I will use you, eucalyptus wood. So let me hop up here. Oh, let's see. There's an X. Don't want any X's. There's no X's up here, even though in some places it's pretty dark. And that's because what I've done is I planed off the very top layer. So this is 15/16ths of a block, including the chiseled ice here. This ice, I went out and grabbed some ice. I didn't want this to melt from any light, so I chiseled it down. So it's either slabs, which is non-spawnable, or all these blocks are planed down one, and you can see just a little layer there. So that's how I'm getting away with not having lights, but still making it non-spawnable. Now, there's lights coming through because when you chisel a block, it will leak light from below. So there's light coming from down below. That's where that big bank of sea lantern is, down there. So I'm having fun with this. It's way out of my comfort zone. And if it weren't for people giving examples out on the internet, I would never come up with this. And I'm enjoying it. I like these little shrubbery bits here. I think that's nice. Toss some chests up here because I had them. And then I think going down, I need more ender pearls. I have none. So going down, I'll have to set up a place where I can have ladders and go down maybe over here and hollow out some area for power generation and whatnot. So that's the sort of thing that I'm looking for. And oh yeah, progress. I've been growing these bees, and these are just the manual ones for right now. I haven't gone through the work to make the apiaries because, again, no ender pearls to set it up with a cool way to where it feeds itself. But I have managed to get some good stone combs, yeah, because I'm going to need stone dust from that, and I'm about halfway there. I think I need 60 or 64. I can't remember which, and right now I've got 32. So crops, I've got food over here. I went ahead and got the single water, and it hydrates 4x4 around, and so I went ahead and did strips of different foods, and some more over here, and then, oh hey, you're grown, and you're not fully grown. Okay, so we'll go ahead and plant that. Hey, yeah, beetroots, that gives me the red dye. So as I find more, I'm gonna scatter them around, and this is what I've been harvesting up to shove in there to get things going. And another one of you. This one's gonna all go away because don't need that to be there. So that's the base. I still need walls. These are very temporary walls out here, and the only thing that they really do is they prevent the zombies and skeletons from getting up in here. Here, we can turn off the darkness. So dark. I want something tall with an overhanging eave. I might use some more of the larch wood just to kind of tie it in, so I've still got more larch growing over here. In fact, just thinking about it, I'm going to probably need a lot more larch. So let's go ahead and plant these again. And I've been doing strips because then I can just come around and just start chewing them down. That should work. I sit there and just chew them down until I'm bored, and then I stop. But this gives me, while I'm working here, a good steady supply of wood coming in, which is very, very nice. And I did this technique with the birch because I was originally going to do the building with birch as a light wood, and then I decided, nah. But I was able to generate quite a lot of birch quite quickly doing the same technique. Yeah, see, I got a bunch of birch. Same technique. And then I said, oh, I needed some leaves, so I planted a few more over there. Anyway, I'm a rambling here, and it's night. And what I want to do is, now that I've shown off my base, and let's take a look at the quest book, because I've done very, very little by way of quests. Mainly just wanted to work on building a base because that's so unlike me. So I went ahead and made the grindstone and ground up some iron dust. That was easy. Well, didn't want to click that. I wanted to go back here. Then I made the buckets, and I talked about how you just need to make one, and then you can go through and get the status of I've got water, I've got lava, I've got milk. And then got these nifty bits, and I have no idea what to do with them. Let's see. Oh, and then I did the piece to get me out over there to the mining dimension, and I didn't know until I did this that that's a working size. I've always made them too wide before. That needs to get moved into the house. And then I've done nothing. I believe, yeah, I didn't realize that was needed there. I do need to make a squeezer because I'm going to need seed oil. So I need to go ahead and do that. Ooh, hey, interesting. So I need to do that. And then the CF powder. This, let's see, I need 10 there. That is what's going to require all the stone, because if we look at CF powder, to make this, I need stone dust. I need 10 of these, which means I need 60 stone dust. Okay, not 64. So, and the only way... No... Do you actually work? I don't know. Here, let's pull down some of you. And let me get my backpack. That put that on the B key. And let's chisel out 4 of you and get regular stone, and let's see if that actually works, because I thought this was disabled or broken. And let's see if it actually... Oh, I think what happens is it gives me a different thing, like the circuits for right now. Yep, it gives me the circuit plates. That's why I have to go with the combs. That doesn't work. Thermal centrifuge, I haven't gone down that route yet. Or washing plant, even further still. Centrifuge. for right now, this is the only way to get them. And I could... Oh, hey, I'll get beeswax, too. Oh, cool. I need to spin these through, and so that's why I need to get those. That's why I've been growing my my bees. And so that's the fun and joy that I've been working with. Anyway, so ramble. Let's go start doing some tours of the various people on the server, because I want to show off the work that they've done, because they've actually done tech and stuff more than just building, laying places. So off to see what people have done. Howdy folks, I'm here with Nath 2015, and we are at his base to do a quick little tour of the cool stuff that he's done. So go ahead and show us what you've done here. What do you got?
Hi guys, well, I've decided to try building a treehouse here. Well, it's semi in progress at the moment due to all the trees and all that.
Yeah, well that works. And I do like this biome.
Yeah, still trying to do the tree. Yep. Yeah, I do too.
Yep. So I see that you've been quite busy. You've got your portal set up over there. You've got plenty of rubber wood going on here. Tons of bee work going on. That's very impressive. You've definitely got your smeltery going. Your blast and coke ovens kicking along here. So been kicking along. How have you been liking the quest so far?
Well, it's been quite difficult, but it adds to the fun of it, doesn't it?
It does. It does. It's it's an expert mode mod. It's not one where you just race through in 2 days you're done and then you give up the mod. It's you've got to do a little bit more. So let's go up and take a quick look. All right, I do like tree houses. I do like those a lot.
Yeah, originally I was going to build a castle, but then I thought move in with my mate.
Yep. And this gives you room. You can always add additional floors up on top. That's always nice. I do like the display of wealth here with all your ingots on display. I think that's fun.
Yeah. Well, and then we're going to try building a font for them.
Yep. So, but that's really cool. Does it go any further? Oh no, I see you've got ladders going up even further.
Well, that's only to the roof.
Yep.
But then I got 4 down below the main floor.
Oh, you've got stuff even below.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's all the machine room.
Oh, sure enough. Got the water wheel going here, that generating power.
Yeah, get all the reliable source of power.
Mm-hmm. Now you've got lots and lots of rooms here. What are you planning on doing with all of these different little alcoves?
Well, it's going probably for all the different mods what we're going to be using. So
okay.
Adds all the sections in, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Well, I see you've got your forestry stuff over here. I am just about ready to make my squeezer. I think I just need to get the glass to smelt up, and then I'll start making some stuff. So yeah. I'm
gonna say this: have fun with trying to get CAF for powder or whatever it's called.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough. You're gonna have to get the all sorts of powder dust and fun stuff, and yeah, it's gonna be a blast. So,
well, it took me about 3 weeks to do.
Yeah. So I like how you've got plenty of the expansion room here to sit there and put a lot of things. Plus, you can always go a little bit further down, which is always good. And obviously you're not too stuck on iron because you've got iron just sitting there in the wall and you haven't picked it yet.
Yeah, no.
All right. So
great fun.
Yep. So, and let's pop back up. So, I like the idea, and I was saying I really like this biome. This is the forest right here, but outside the gate, it's the heathland biome. And I just like the look of it with all these little tiny bushes around, tons and tons of cool stuff. It just looks very nice to me.
Yeah, true. But do you reckon I should add some branches coming off a main trunk?
You certainly can. Just You could stack additional layers on top. You know, put leaves all over if you like. You know,
Yeah,
go
true.
nuts.
Well, I did a bit of chisel and bits work on the actual branch itself.
Well, I noticed that you've got some roots going on at the bottom there.
Yeah.
That you did a little chiseling here to get that set up, and I like that. I would get sucked in too much to chisel and bits, so I try to leave that kind of alone.
True.
But,
True, you do get sucked into it.
Yep. But I do like how it's nestling inside the trees. It's almost like some of these other trees, the redwoods there and oaks, are help holding it up,
Yeah.
which is nice.
Yeah, that's what my original idea was. Then we just decided to build our actual middle tree in the middle.
Yep. And that certainly works. Well, thank you very much for letting me come take a look at your place and giving us a quick tour.
Yep. Just come by any time if you want to talk.
Okay. I am here with celanglois. Okay, I'm going to mangle your name so many times. So go ahead and say it for us.
Well, you can do vet, Chris, whatever you want.
Okay, well, and where are you from? You can, say country, you can say state if you want.
USPA.
Oh, okay, Pennsylvania. Cool. And you have taken over a village here. How long did it take running around till you found this village?
I got teleported probably 50 blocks from here, and that's the first thing I saw, so I jumped right into it.
Oh, so the random roll of the dice was very nice for you. Alrighty. So
Yes.
having the access to the village right away is such a nice thing, and I'm just standing on your solar panels like a jerk. So show off your base. You've got some cool stuff here. You've got the Ender mailbox going on, and I am currently out of Ender pearls. I used both of mine for a elevator, and I haven't yet found any more or killed any.
Yeah, my very first time going into here and also the mining world, I found like 12, and I used them up.
Well, you definitely have scored luckily twice. So you took over this building and then moved down, right? So go ahead and lead us down and show us what you've got on this next floor. Yes.
So down here, I put in both my portals, the Ender portal and then mining.
Mm-hmm.
I had a few plants and machinery here on this floor.
Yep. And the thing that I can see is you allow people to come in through the end portal, or not end portal, through the nether portal, but because you don't want them to come in and grief your base or anything like that, you've got the iron door. They won't be able to press any buttons there to get through. So you can keep the wandering pigmen and as well as obnoxious
Well,
players.
yeah, the pigmen, broke down both my wooden doors, so I finally put that in there. There's a button on the other side also.
Yeah, but nobody's going to be able to press it unless they're on your team. Oh
Yeah.
I just heard a pigman. Yep. So there's one in there. Anyway, so you moved down because you needed more space. Because just judging by what you've done down here, you've done a lot of work on the pack, which is very nice.
Yeah, I'm never really got into a lot of these mods and learning as I'm going. It's pretty fun.
That's what I find really fun about these cross-mod, expert mode sort of recipes, because it forces me to explore mods I've never really done before. Like, forestry is not something I just gravitate to, but I've needed to do that with these mods, with these mod packs, and it's a blast. I also like how you're using the diorite and the granite and the andesite and all that. I think they're overlooked a lot. I really like those. I just wish they had stairs.
Yeah, I had so much of it, and I was like, I had to figure out something, so I'm looking at something to do with the walls and the ceiling, but I haven't got that far yet.
Yep. And probably slabs, because unless you'd need to move your portal here for the mining dimension. But yeah, slabs would certainly work. But then, what slabs? Well, the nice thing is chisel and bits are possible, and then so you can chisel down any sort of block. Well, most sort of blocks.
Yeah, I haven't got in the chisel. That's one thing I was thinking of. As much as I watched you and Thor and trying to eventually get there, but never did.
Well, the thing that's nice, now's the time to do it, this pack, because the chisel and bits and the regular chisel, they don't take any durability. So you can just use them, and they last, which is very nice. So,
That's good.
So,
Yeah.
I'm seeing you've got all sorts of stuff going on here. How far along in the quests would you say you are at this point?
I'm done the first two. I'm working on the third, and then the last one that opened up a little bit.
Okay. So, yeah, you've definitely gone through a whole bunch. I have made my bucket, and I have made my aroma portal, and I think that's pretty much it. I've just been building my base and busy elsewhere, but yeah, you've been busy.
Your wall.
Oh, yes, I do have a wall. So, is this the mechanism induction casing? I was wondering if this was a nuclear reactor, but nope. You've gone with the mechanism on that. I really appreciate that the mechanism energy cubes convert EU and RF.
I learned that. The in between Grok's your doors. I didn't realize it because I kept feeding coal into one and then running, RF on the other one.
Yeah, once I realized that mechanism was in the pack, and I saw Thor do it, and I was going so happy. I just need to do that. I am so far behind, but that's okay. I take these packs slowly. I enjoy the journey, but I like what you've done. You've got a ton of technology crammed down here with a nice accessibility. Most of the time I have my machines down a block, so I'm always looking down at them, but they're nice at eye level. I like this. I like that.
Yeah, I actually did this whole floor plan through an Excel sheet before I actually came down here and dug it out.
That would work. That would certainly work. So, any tips or tricks that you think would be worth sharing with people?
I watch a ton of videos just to learn all these mods and things like that, because I like the technology ones, like the electric and RF stuff, but never got into too much of the immersive engineering and learning how by stars and the other one.
I'm looking forward to the Ars Magica. I've not done anything with that, so I'm curious to see how that works. I'm going to learn.
Yeah, I was looking at a couple videos with that, and I was going to step there, but then I got into the whole Star one and getting into that. So,
great. Well, anyway, thank you very much. I'm going to try it one more time to see if I can say your name. Celanglois. Langlois. Okay, I'm not a French speaker, and it doesn't come naturally to me. Everything I see, I speak either English or Spanish, and so I do celanglois, which would be really weird. And that's not your name. Anyway, thank you very much for letting me show off your base. You've got some good stuff going on here. Ooh, I like this. I like
there's a basement also.
Yep. Oh, I didn't realize that. Oh, here's where you've got your magic stuff hidden. Oh, well, I was going to cut away. Thought we had seen all that was to see. Oh, and there's your villagers. Very, very nice.
You trapped them.
Yep. Well, you got the city up above, or the village, and you don't want to lose them. Oh, and I see you've got the getting the mechanism brines and whatnot's going here. Don't want to fall.
Yeah, I think that was an easier way to go through that way instead of going to the moon and getting lithium.
Yeah, that makes sense. Although I'm really looking forward to doing the advanced rocketry. It looks really intense. And I'm thinking that's going to be fun.
Yeah, now that Thor, laid it out, it made it easier.
Oh yeah. I watched all those and going, holy cow, that's a lot of work. Anyway, I think the server's going to reboot pretty soon. But again, thank you for giving us a tour of your base. And, would you say this is incredibly difficult pack or just a really fun difficult pack?
It's fun, difficult. It goes through. It's good.
Yep. I agree. It's a fun difficult. Otherwise, by about day 2, you say, well, I've got everything done. What do I need to do now? Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you again.
Hi, Grok. Thanks.
And there you go. A new house for me and a couple people on the server who have done far more quests than I have. But that's okay. Anyway, this has been Grok the DuckFarmer here on the Nuts and Bolts Torqued server, having a bunch of fun. And I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.